Dante's Boxing Nation, Dante's Cooking Nation. We are out here. Where are we at?
We're out here in Bangkok.
There you go. She's from Ireland. Matter of fact, introduce yourself to the world.
My name's Hannah and I'm from Ireland and I'm the biggest fan of cooking show.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Biggest fan?
And I'm from Ireland. Sorry.
No, I can edit it, don't worry about it. All the way in Bangkok, Thailand, y'all.
No,
I'm gonna get
in
it right.
Ireland as well.
In Ireland, you hear that? DBN is international,
My
guys.
churros are ready now.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So some sparring footage, some recent sparring footage of Canelo Alvarez preparing for the Bivol fight was leaked. And obviously, it was leaked with Canelo Alvarez's approval because no one would dare to record Canelo Alvarez sparring and upload it without Canelo Alvarez's approval. So with that being said, this was a really small clip, right? But you're probably watching this and you might be saying, wow, look at those explosive body punches. Look at all the power from Canelo Alvarez, right? You just may be saying that when you watch this. But when I watch this footage, this further convinces me that Canelo Alvarez is going to have a serious uphill battle against Dmitry Bivol on May 7th. I mean, if you just pay attention to the fine print when you're watching this, it's like reading a contract. You got to read everything in the contract. And when you read all of the fine detail, you can see that Canelo Alvarez, he still has the same flaws that he's had ever since he lost to Floyd Mayweather. Sure, Canelo Alvarez is always dangerous. Sure, he has good power and he has some skills. But Canelo Alvarez is a stationary target and is a sucker for a jab. See, Canelo Alvarez, he looked really good when his sparring partner was not punching back. When his sparring partner was just sitting there, standing in front of him in a defensive posture, just blocking shots. This is when Canelo Alvarez looked good. But as soon as the sparring partner started to throw punches back, that's when you see the holes in Canelo Alvarez's game. And keep in mind, this is with only seeing seconds of the sparring. And just by watching these few seconds, the thing that stands out the most to me is soon as Canelo Alvarez's sparring partner punched back, he threw 3 jabs in a row. The first jab was blocked, the other 2 jabs landed flush on Canelo Alvarez. Now remember, Canelo Alvarez, he had his guard up. He was in a high guard. He was trying to block the jab, but his sparring partner was able to split Canelo Alvarez's guard. You go back and you watch Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez. This is exactly what you see over and over again in that fight. Canelo will throw a double jab. He will throw a triple jab. But he may not land the first jab, but he will always land the second and third jab. This is the same thing you see in the Sergey Kovalev fight. The reason why this is so important to note is because Dmitry Bivol, I've been telling you guys this for quite some time. Dmitry Bivol is a master at splitting the guard with stiff jabs. I mean, outside of Bivol being a very well-rounded fighter, he has a great jab. He has a great 1-2. Matter of fact, David Benavidez, who sparred with Bivol, he confirmed that. He said a lot of his power, or he said all of his power, is in his 1-2. Now, me personally, I truly believe that if a fighter like David Benavidez says this man has power in his 1-2, That means he's basically telling you this man has power in his left hand and his right hand. As far as I'm concerned, if you got power in both hands, then that means you can generate some serious power from not just the 1-2, but also the hooks, the uppercuts, and hooks to the body as well. Let me just tell you this right now. If Canelo Alvarez can beat Bivol without any controversy, hands down, this would be the biggest win of his career. Once again, without controversy. Because the Lara fights and the Triple G fights, you can't even really include those because those fights ended in controversy. So I would be impressed if Canelo Alvarez were to pull off this win without any controversy. But by looking at Canelo Alvarez, he just seems to be tailor-made for Bivol. But he does have a puncher's chance and a judge's chance. But going back to the sparring footage, even when Canelo Alvarez is exploding with hard body shots, you'll notice the sparring partner, he goes into a really, really tight guard and he blocks the body shots. Now, something else that Bivol does really well, which is rare for an Eastern European fighter, he can fight on the inside to where what he does is he will go into that exact same tight guard you've seen the sparring partner go into, and he will counter your hooks with his own hooks. This is what he did in the John Pascal fight. He also did it in the fight against the guy from the UK. I forget his name. Now, guys, so there's no confusion. By no means am I saying that Bivol is an inside fighter. I'm just saying he can fight on the inside when he has to. So I truly believe Canelo Alvarez's best chance of winning this fight is throwing caution to the wind and keeping so much pressure on Bivol. He makes Bivol feel uncomfortable, but that's not Canelo Alvarez's style. Canelo Alvarez is more methodical. He throws 1 or 2 hard punches at a time. He's more of an aggressive counterpuncher. And another reason why Canelo most likely wouldn't try to throw caution to the wind is because, as Floyd Mayweather Sr. famously said, the quickest way to get knocked out is trying to knock someone out. So Canelo would leave himself open to be knocked out if he gets too thirsty in there. Now, even though Canelo Alvarez, he never gives up on himself while he's fighting, no matter how many rounds he's down, he definitely feels eventually I will catch him. But with that being said, Canelo is still easily frustrated. And once again, Bivol is a master at frustrating his opponents with his foot movement, his great jab, and the way he varies his attack. Now, Canelo Alvarez, he definitely has the right idea when it comes to this type of sparring partner to prepare him for a Bivol fight, but the problem is his sparring partner does not have the foot movement of a Bivol. And Bivol's foot movement is one of his best weapons. See, anyone can move around in the ring, but a boxer like Bivol, he's so economic, he's so accurate. When he's moving in the ring, it's only to set you up with a combination. Just like Floyd Mayweather did in some of the rounds when he completely dominated Canelo Alvarez. It's not like a Caleb Plant or some other fighters where they just move for a whole maybe 20 seconds or 30 seconds without throwing any punches. Bivol makes subtle movements, and it's all to set you up and hit you with something that you don't see. And I truly believe Canelo Alvarez, he's going to be getting caught with a whole lot of shots that he doesn't see. Shots that he's going to be trying to block like he just did with his sparring partner, but the punches are still going to find their mark. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo de Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.